Just right here at the very beginning, I would like to, first of all, some spoilers, apologies. We make it to hell, and we make it to level 75. But in 5 hours or so, the ladder is about to reset with the new Warlock, and I'm really looking forward to starting that, and I'm not going to have time to finish out this series, unfortunately. So we're going to do a proper, actual Zero to Hero series online, and this way there's no, like, you know, did he cheat? Did he do this? Did he do that? You know, no players ate shenanigans. It's a little bit, in my opinion, it's a more honest way to do a Zero to Hero because of things like hero editor and mods and players ate, you know, manipulation and stuff like that. Being able to like force your layouts, etc. So this is gonna be fun. It comes with its own things that makes it easier, like the ability to trade with other players and, you know, obviously stuff like that. But it should be interesting, and I want to make at least 2 or 3 characters and do all content currently in the game, and one of those characters is obviously going to be the Warlock. So we're going to go ahead and scrap this series here with this final episode of us getting to hell. And I'll show you the character at the end, where we ended up with, what the gear's looking like, what the talent tree, the skill tree, and all that. And then, yeah, we'll start our Zero to Hero series online ladder for my personal first time since D2R was released. Ready, so we got Consume online, and what Consume does is consumes your demon that you currently have summoned. We can see the tooltip here. By consuming our Tainted, bonus from Tainted, we get -7% to enemy fire resistance and plus 12% to fire skill damage. We get the extra life, 7% life, so we're going to go from 720 to something, and we get some movement speed as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, consume him. So we got like 45 life, we're moving around a lot faster, and the more we level this, the better these bonuses are going to be, obviously. This is level 1, and that's already pretty substantial. So I'm excited to see what's going on there. A lot of life. Ooh, whoa. That's a crazy belt. Dude, that's a chunky bit of life there. Lightning res, fire res, like, woo. This is ridiculous. Yeah, wow. Perfect. I didn't have a tower set up next to my Black Marsh waypoint, so I was like, all right, well, this is a good teachable moment. We can go ahead and just, you know, show off how we can reset these tile sets by doing the whole join, save and exit, join, save and exit. And yeah, here we go, Black Marsh, and there's our tower. So I'm gonna run her. Oh, it's actually better to do this on players 1 as well, if you're going for runes, so we can make this significantly easier on ourselves. But we got a shale rune. That's cool. Yes, that's great. Is that conviction? What is this aura here? Reduces the defense of nearby monsters as well as their fire, cold, and lightning resistances. Yeah. That's what that is. Perfect. We got a conviction demon. Let's keep her for sure. What can we do with that? 90 strength required, but dang, 4-socketed ethereal. What can we do with that? Thank God. Okay, we are like well into our 2nd hour of farming Nightmare Countess, and this is our first soul. There it is. Ort. And a soul. So the big one here is the +1 to all skills. Honestly, the lightning resistance is great. Damage reduction by 7 doesn't sound fantastic, but it's actually a pretty significant deal. And then +2 mana after each kill. We've already kind of talked about that. It's very strong. The damage reduction, and we should be lightning res capped at this point as well in Nightmare. So lore is a pretty good one. It's pretty cheap too. Ort Soul. Ooh. There's potential here. Wall the eyeless. Mostly it's just the faster cast rate that's super exciting to me, but The 5 to mana after each kill is kind of sweet, and considering all we have right now is like lightning res and 2 mana after each kill, I don't know, man. I think we go for it. That poison resist is kind of cool too. We're not really losing anything from that, just a little bit of lightning res. So we're down to 36, but capped poison res. Whenever we put our lore on, that'll help with our lightning res. Yeah, that's cool, man. And we got a cool looking little skull shield. Nice. Ooh, we 4-socketed? Hey. All right, it's just a Volge, regular Volge. Would have been better if it was like a partisan or something like that, but it's 4-socketed, so not gonna be ungrateful. We are happy with that. All right, so we can prep it at least. So it's Ral, Tier, Tau, and then whenever we get one more soul, boom, right here. Nice. All right, soul number 2. Let's not waste any time. Throw that baby right in, and let's see what we get on our insight. Level 17 or 16 meditations, not bad. I'll take it. It's a pretty decent one. Okay. Well, Andariel is weak against fire, so just pop in. Do an opener here. We do have max fire res. Can we tank this? Or poison? Oh, dude, she's super chill and easy. Okay. Yeah, I was worried for nothing. We'll go get our Act 2 Mercenary online as well. Do we have Milbragas already? I don't think we did. We got one. Holy Freeze. So his name is Kazim? I don't know. He's got Holy Freeze. That's all we care about. Let's go ahead and get this buddy. All right, Kazim. You're gonna get some stuff. Yeah. All right, he can use that. Oh, wait, no, that's mine. He still needs a helmet. Can you equip this? What? All right, give that back. I'll put stuff in it. He's strong. I mean, a little bit of life wouldn't hurt, right? 38 life there. And then what? Some lightning res. Yeah. Some fire res. Yeah, let's just do poison res. All right, buddy. There you go. And we'll find you a helmet in a little bit. We need that last soul rune. Sorry, I'm a quitter. I gave up before we could get you your helmet. Yeah, Kazim is not tanky at all. He needs that lifesteal on that helmet that we were talking about earlier. Light-bladed boots. Those are Vidalias, yeah? Yeah, Vidalias. 30 faster run walk is more appealing to me than the 25% fire res. Let me make sure, though. Do I want 10% faster run walk over the fire res? I don't know. I do. Yeah. This is going pretty smooth. Oh, wow. Well, this is only 2 socket. I wish it was 3. Oh, come on. Be good. Chances, 40%. 35, dude. I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Who would have thought? What does that bring us up to, like 80? 101. Oh, yeah. We're going to get some good stuff. Yeah, he's still dying. Never mind. He's still dying. Those are both new. And Milbraga's shield. It's nice. Yeah, Black Tongue. That was one of my favorite weapons as a kid. Thought it looked cool. It was awesome. General. Ooh, that's actually a good flail. This thing is sick early on a Zealer or a Smiter. Love that thing. And then Milbraga's has some magic fund. We might actually use that for our runs. Let's see. I think it's 20% magic fund. Can't remember. Yeah, 20%. Let's go ahead and slap that on. One to Necro. Oh, 13 all res. That could have been great, dude. And some magic fund. Man, what am I using? Cold and fire. I mean, I'm gonna probably just use it. Like, yeah, like the 10 MF, the 13 all res. Solid. Well, I ruined the farm. That's the last one. So that sucks. I accidentally used my mouse wheel down instead of up, and that made me cast a summon tainted. And I'm only allowed to have one summon active at the moment because I don't have this rank 10 yet. So yeah, it stupidly, I just casted it over my demon and lost my demon with the aura on it. So, all right, give me your book. Bam, bip. Nice. Okay, so we have a decent Drogon reset layout. What I mean by that is the exit to town is right next to Drogden, sorry. And if you didn't know, I think we talked about it in episode 1, you can reset the vendor's stock. So we're looking for a teleport staff, and it'll say it has charges. So I want a teleport staff and a lower res wand, potentially a life tap wand for future use. See, it says +2 to teleport. That's not what I mean. We want one that has charges on it. So that means that any class could use it. That one's Bone Spirit, but okay, so this one, you know, let's just pretend that Bone Spirit was lower resist. I still wouldn't want to buy this one because that would be ridiculously expensive. Look, it's 456,000 cost there, and it would cost an arm and a leg to repair it as well. And I'm lazy and I don't like doing the whole chip gem crap to repair my stuff. I just want to be able to just repair it and not really care. So none of that as well. But yeah, let me find these. This is what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. And I'll see you in a minute. There we go. It's +2 to Bone Prison. It's pretty expensive. I wish it was just lower resist, but I'm going to go ahead and swoop that up right now. This is going to be our weapon swap. And basically, we're just going to swap weapons. We're going to have this as our lower resist. And this is just going to make them 31% less resistant to our fire damage, which helps break immunities for us. So very strong, very cheap, and you can do it as early as normal, honestly. Let's continue. Elite set for the Warlock. Chance of crushing blow is pretty interesting, but other than that, yeah, I mean, they're just new, so that's exciting. That's really, really cool. I want to finish this full set for sure, and I want to try it out. It's kind of like the Warlock's, you know, Mavara or Marvina's or Talrasha set, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, buddy. That's huge for us, actually. This is... Ooh. Now we need another soul. Oh, no. All right, well, this was a stroke of luck. So we got a 4-socketed Superior. I mean, I wish it was Ethereal, but still, Superior Partisan. That's a pretty decent upgrade from our regular Volge. And then we got the new gloves, so that's really cool. Big ol' maggot mama. Ooh, bit of a ring for us. We got the staff. Oh my god, I hate that noise so much. What do we get? Poop. It's poop. Don't look at it. So, I'm stupid. I'm learning the game again. I haven't played for a long time. With that being said, I know there's at least one of you out there who's been screaming at me to just transmute my ums into souls. We literally have 3, 6, 9, 12. We have like 5 souls ready to cook up right now if we wanted to. Wow. Go figure. I forgot you could do that. Okay. Oh no. Oh, it's poop. It's so bad. It's horrible. Yeah, we're re-rolling that one. So it's a good time to talk about that. And good thing we have some hell runes too. How many we got? Yeah, we got a healthy amount. And bam. And then now we can reset the sockets. And that was an achievement apparently. Let's try that again. Rel. Tier. Tal. 16 or above? Soul 13 again. Oh my god. This game hates me. Okay. We're doing it again. Soul 16. Hey, oh, we got crap enhanced damage though. Oh man. Whatever. Whatever. I care mostly about the meditation aura, and it's just a partisan. It's still a huge improvement from what we had. So let's go ahead and get our boy back. Come on, Cresium. Can you use that? Oh, thank God. So 29 to 72. Let's actually just see his like actual damage. 426 to 750. It was that. We literally just doubled his damage. You're welcome, buddy. All right. Boop. That's all done. Whoa, our first skiller, and it's technically it's a lifer. That's interesting. Not the coolest thing in the world, you know. It's for paladin, you know, offensive auras. Yeah, whatever. It's a skiller. Nice. We have a skiller. All right. It sucks that we don't have our conviction person anymore, but let's go ahead and make with what we do have. We'll adjust our buffs. I'm gonna go in. Our dude should tank. I'm gonna lower res on him. Hit him with that and hit him with this. And hopefully we do pretty decent damage. I would say that's pretty decent damage. It sucks our buddy died so early, but I think he served his purpose. Shale Rune. This is exactly where a teleportation staff would come in handy. That's kind of why I want one before Act 3, because now we have to walk all the way up and around, and that just, you know, that's annoying. So bossing the lower resist one is pretty sweet. Obviously, we're going to do more damage, but then whenever I'm just trying to navigate and run through the axe, the teleport staff really comes in handy, more than you would think. Oh, found the jade figurine right off the bat. Eyeball. Okay, finally. We got all the pieces. Let's get out of here. But first things first, let's go ahead and smack this little guy a couple times. Bop, bop. That's the closest I've ever gotten to dying in this game. Damage is a little bit lacking, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Longsword, fellowship, blah, blah, blah. Cool. We got a Hell Plague and a Gleam Scythe. We do have an aura enchanted, and he has fanaticism. I believe that's the aura, and it's okay. It's good. It's good for our mercenary as well. So it's not horrible, but I just want conviction. I'll be honest. I just want the free infinity. So let's kill Isuel and let's progress. The damage should still feel incredibly good. We are very over leveled. So now we're running into fire immunities, which is a little bit problematic, but that's why we invested so much time into Chasm. So just as a refresher, he's just rocking this insight. You know, it's a pretty decent one, 114 to 232 damage. He's got a little bit of lifesteal on his chest plate here and chance of open wounds. You know, we'll get him a bulwark eventually for more lifesteal, or I don't know. We're making moves. It's all good stuff. Let's go kill Izzy. Okay, so check it out. Fire immune. We swap. Lower resistance one. Not fire immune. With Conviction Aura and a Sunder Charm later on, that's even better. So, yeah, lower resist wand is pretty worth it. Izzy, my friend. All right. So, let's go ahead, lower resistance. We'll also use our sigil on him. We'll spam on Apocalypse, and whenever that's, yeah, okay. Well, that was insane. That was decent damage there. That was much better than on normal. All right, so we made it to the River of Flame waypoint. Now we got to backtrack and look for our guy. He's gonna be our best friend. I'm gonna probably spend as long as it takes realistically to farm up one with the Conviction Aura. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what else I would want on him. Maybe some like immunities would be great. There he is. What's he got? He's got like a holy freeze aura on. Or no, is that... I don't know what that is. Is that a holy freeze? Yeah, that's holy freeze. So I don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and just kill this one. But man, getting this boy with a... ooh, a circlet. Getting him with the conviction aura will be sweet. 1 to barb skills. But for now, let's see if we can't get something decent from our forge here. Quit that. Come on, be nice to me. Our normal forge was crap. What do we get? Oh my god. Okay. Well. Yes. Yes. Okay. But we also want him to be cursed, extra fast, extra strong, things of that nature. So I'm going to look for a really, really good one. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to farm this for a while because we're going to keep him for pretty much ever. So I'm excited. Let's go find our forever demon. Well, until we make it to hell anyway, and then we'll replace him with a hell version. And then we'll replace him again with a terrorized hell version. So forever's a strong word. Runes, we want Tau and F. Bam. Little bit more defense. So what? Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's not waste any time. He's fire enchanted, spectral hit. We got him. We got him. Ooh, are you 3-socketed? Woohoo, but you're 105 strength. Oh no, how much do you have? Oh, you can handle it, you tough boy. Okay, well, we got our helmet now. Sweet. All right, so finally, we got our shell, Io, and oh, we need a soul. Bam, there's our soul. Boop. Bulwark. So 20% faster hit recovery is cool. 5 life stolen per hit. 5% life stolen per hit is pretty mandatory, I think. And because this is ethereal and it's 3-socket, it's 227 defense for our dude, which is exactly what we wanted it for. So like this was perfect. Not only was it 3-socketed, but it's ethereal and it's like a decent winged helm. So bam. This makes him much more survivable. Damage received, we actually rolled pretty high there as well. I think it goes 10 to 15%. Physical damage received reduced by 15% is chunky. It's just really, really good, and it's cheap. It's Shell Io Soul. Like, we farm that up really easily in Nightmare Countess. This is a big difference maker here. All right, and like I said at the beginning of this episode, unfortunately, we are going to go ahead and just call this series here, end it a little bit early, but I did want to show you guys my gear, namely the trifecta, the Holy Trinity, the Spirit, Stealth, and Rhyme. These things you can get as early as like Act 1 Nightmare, like super, super easily. Normal cows, Nightmare Countess, and you're pretty much all set. So Shell F for Rhyme. The big things here is cannot be frozen, all resistances plus 25%, and 25% better magic find items, or MF. Stealth, yeah, just faster run walk, faster cast rate, faster hit recovery. Poison res is sick. You can wear this at level 22. This will carry you all the way through normal, all the way through Nightmare. But we're mostly just stacking a bunch of MF at this point. 164% is pretty respectable for where we are. We just made it into hell. With that being said, our resistances are not very respectable because we're wearing MF gear. If we throw on things like our lore and some poison res here, you can see our resistances are much more respectable. And yeah, we can make further improvements beyond that. But yeah, at this point in like a ladder or something, if you're playing online, this is where you would start farming probably Hell Andariel or Nightmare Mephisto and trying to do a little bit of MFing, getting a couple things that you can trade potentially for, some desirable runes. Speaking of which, I did get a Mal. I don't have the clip, but yeah, we got a freaking Mal. I was pretty hyped about that. We got Limb from our Nightmare Forge. So overall on the loot, like the rune luck, pretty lucky. We got some pretty neat stuff overall. I'm happy with the progression. I had a lot of fun. I think that's most important. This character is very, very fun. A couple of key things to mention. I did pick up Blade Warp. It's not as good as Teleport because you kind of need line of sight. You throw your sword and you teleport to it. That's pretty clunky. This seems like it would need some investment to actually make it feel good and snappy. I'm not completely convinced I love it. Chaos, we just max. I would honestly like to get a 1-point wonder into like a book, like our next rhyme. If it could have +1 to Abyss, that would be cool for like our fire immunities. This would help our Kazim and our Bound Demon out significantly and offer a lot of CC and just overall supplemental, you know, sustained DPS over time. So yeah, that's something to definitely keep an eye out for in the future. And then Demon, we got this up to rank 10, so we can now have 2 demons. So before, if you had your Bound Demon out and then you tried to cast your Tainted to then consume it, it would get rid of your Bound Demon and you weren't able to actually use Consume. So if you want to use Consume for these chunky, you know, bonuses here, -7 enemy fire res, +12 fire skill damage, the faster run walk, the life, all that good stuff, you kind of have to have this at 10 or you just don't ever get to keep your Bind Demon. I do hate, like, I get that it's balanced and it would be incredibly OP if this wasn't an issue, but I'd be lying if I said I love the fact that whenever you die, your Bind Demon dies. So if you spend a whole lot of time trying to get the perfect auras on the perfect demon and then you just like goof up and, you know, dolls or souls kill you, then yeah, you lose your demon as well. So that kind of sucks, but it is fair. That does balance it a lot. This is very, very strong, and it's not too hard to go get another Hephaestus. He spawns with the, you know, auras every single time, so you just rinse and repeat, refresh until you find them with the right one. Fire immunes, you just kind of tele-stomp them. What tele-stomping is, that's why this is actually pretty good. It's very useful for getting your summon to go where you go. So if I teleport here, my summon and my merc will spawn on me. So if I want them to kill somebody specific, like for instance this shot or like this guy here, I can tele to them and then kind of decide where my dude's gonna be hitting, right? So that's where this really came in handy, especially with all the fire immunities. And then I would weapon swap and cast lower resist, and sometimes this is enough by itself to break the fire res immunity. And then eventually we get like flickering flame. We get, you know, there's a lot of potential for upgrades here. This is very budget. As is, it's incredibly fun. After 3 or 4 rounds of nerfs, it'll still probably be the best class. So I'm curious to see what they do with it. I'm also very excited to start this ladder. It's my first actual ladder on D2R, and I'm ready. Let's do this.